Welcome. So I'm just gonna make sure that I'm going live and that you can hear me and that I have the chat going here. Let's make sure I'm going live here before I get into everything. All right, linking it to my LinkedIn profile. Fantastic. All right. Once again, just testing, making sure that I'm on, and I am on. Look at that. All right. So let me get going. I'll get started. Thank you for watching this. This is going to end up showing up live later, so you can watch this at any time because everybody's extremely busy, and so I'm hoping that I could provide some updates, some news, and we will go from there. So I really appreciate this industry. I appreciate those that I've come across. Can't wait for SIMA, and we also have Stork Plows coming up with the Snow Alliance, so definitely look out for that. Very, 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 very exciting time because we just got through a, needless to say, absurd snow season, right? So we go from not having any snow for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden we're getting messages every day to send a crew out here, send a crew out there for filming. And so ECF Media, we've been drowning in the amount of footage, which is a great thing. And just all different types of footage from training to documentary style to more B-roll added because there's new sites, we have new equipment, and so that is something that is exciting, and we just truly amazing that we can be a part of this. And it's brutal. It's brutal. Different markets. Like we're going into different markets. I remember that started 5 years ago. You know, we had just a few. We had our main market in Allentown, and then as well as Jersey, and then we got to the point we started to expand from there. And then, you know, our 8th season were sent over to Kentucky, to OKC, to Kansas City, to Cincinnati, to down in Baltimore, to more that I haven't even mentioned. And it's been really incredible to watch not only the vision of ECS expand, but to witness the culture that has been built spread to different teams. Because I've had the opportunity to meet many of these new operations managers and these new team snow captains, and you hear the same thing. You hear the same themes and it's incredible. It's really incredible to kind of hear that consistency, and it's just it's been really fun watching the front line really crush these storms. You know, we interviewed somebody in Maryland when we were there, and hey, how long have you been with ECF? Oh, since November. Now, they've been in the snow industry for a long time, but just with us, and to be able to tackle these storms in the way that they did was truly remarkable. And so part of what I want to talk to about today is what is the state of what we're going to be doing now. I mean, snowstorm season is not necessarily over. It seems, I mean, a lot of people in the chat, they're talking like it is, but it could be far from over, and I'm not going to let True Weather kind of take care of that type of stuff as far as broadcasting and forecasting, but we are starting to get to a process where now we are taking what we've captured and getting it ready for the next season and getting ready for the explosion that's going to happen yet again for East Coast facilities, and as far as my role in ECF Media in terms of what I'm looking forward to as well. I came here 5 years ago. I've been in video production pretty much all my life, but I was in corporate for a while. So to see the team, to see the leadership has really been really remarkable. So now I have a few things that I want to discuss in terms of what to expect. So we had on my personal platform, we've seen the How to Create More and newsletter, and that's been we're very successful. I really appreciate all the subscribers to that, and so that's going to continue on now that we are kind of out of the pretty much filming every single day. We're out of that, so that's going to be pretty much what you can do to create more. How can you provide, and no matter what you're doing, that's going to be that. But there's going to be some other newsletters that are going to be released that are going to cover different aspects. I'm a writer by, I love writing, so that's kind of like my thing. And so I'm always writing, even if I'm just like in a, I'm still waiting in line, I'm writing. If I'm sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm writing. And so this is something that I love doing. Matter of fact, one of the things I'm working on, one of my passion projects I've worked on for a while, is a new book called Create from Scratch. So that is that's the entry level. That's kind of like the initial book title for the book that I'm working on. And essentially, the audience is business owners that are looking to scale their company with media. Now, you can be very successful without media. We know tons of companies. If you've ever watched School of the Hard Knocks, the two guys that do the interviews. They don't have a LinkedIn, they don't have anything. You can be very successful. And so part of the privilege that I've had is being able to really choose who I work with. And I want to work with those that that want to make an impact and make a change. And so that if I have to work, I want to enjoy what I do and go to bed knowing that I made a difference somehow, or at least the team made a difference. And so if your goal is to improve the industry, is to gain better workers, and just to be more visible and to build a brand that's synonymous with what you believe in, then this is something that will be a resource for you. Very, we're 8 seasons in. This is very like year 1 to 3, to kind of give you the base. Create it from scratch. Build it. Start off small. Use these. Get the ideas of psychology, storytelling, branding, positioning, marketing, and then once you have the idea to that, you can really hand this book off as a business owner to your internal team, your brand manager, and they can kind of just execute it because it'll be very, very tactical as well. Basically things that we did to build ECF in the interim and get it to where we are right now. We are working on completely new, different strategies at this point, but what did we do when we start? How can you start? How can you start make a difference? Because we really need that. We need that in the industry. Excuse me. We need that in the industry. We need to raise the bar. We need to attract more people into our industry, show them how cool it is, how much money they can make doing it. You can make a really, really good living doing what we do in the snow removal, landscaping, even those that are in construction, because a lot of times construction ends up doing the snow removal. And so this is something that I hope will be a value to you and your team to be able to get started and to start building that media mindset. And what do we do to start? So that's the first thing that I want to talk about. Now, part of this and being on LinkedIn Live, this is also going to be going on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is Joshua the Creative, and this will be put on there, and that'll be the visual and more training that will be on the YouTube channel. The purpose of all this is a couple of different reasons. I want to practice what we preach. So these are the strategies that we're using And we also employ even those that work with us to build up their presence, because you build more relationships and you can essentially get connected with the right people, which can then bring in either more clients or better recruits. And so I will be taking this. We'll then go onto the YouTube channel, and then you'll get different forms of content on the YouTube channel that's going to be training based. The one thing at ECF Media and with East Coast Facilities, we use YouTube as a repository of training a lot of times. Most of our in-house stuff does stay in-house, but we do have some stuff like principles of wheel loading and snow removal. Those are on there, and those are available for all those that want to learn. And so that would be the idea, is to just kind of get more of this out there and really try to take what I've learned and be able to pass it on. Because I've had a lot of skill set and things that I've been trained on over the years through my corporate years, but also through video production and podcast and YouTube. I've helped some of the biggest YouTubers that are out there, and I've had within my network of those that help some of the biggest YouTubers out there. And so that's something that I'm looking forward to do, because it's something I'm very passionate about, and I want to continue to sharpen my swords, sharpen my weapons, sharpen my knives, so that I can continue to get better for ECF Media, and can only do that by getting better at what we're doing. Because eventually, with ECF Media and with East Coast Facilities, we're going to infiltrate all of the possible media networks possible that you would see with any top Fortune 500 company. And so we need to start that now, and it is my charge really to make sure those systems and processes are in place, so that when we take that route, it's already been tested and tried, and we can use that. So that'll be that particular thing. The other thing is that I've really appreciated seeing a lot of podcasts that have been coming into our industry, because that's something I've always talked about. Everybody needs, every industry needs podcasts. Podcasts are tremendous. I've had, the opportunity of working with, like I said, I was podcast producer for some of the top shows on that are out there. I've been part of the teams of some of the podcast shows out there. I've got in the network, and so really the podcasts are really great. And there's a few that are doing a exceptional job right now. You have the Snow Job podcast that is with Steve Velarde and Jeremy Lindstrom, that have really filled that need of reaching out and talking with those in the industry and the struggles and the challenges while keeping it entertaining. And that's something that's been filled in need. And then you have Evan Newman, who's been doing a great job with Snow Talk, with Sima. His interview style and it's really great. You get to know him, and just like you're having a conversation with him, and he's learning from you, and then he goes and applies. It's just really great to see. And then you got Billy Butts and David Lemire that are doing sales talk, and we've got all these different podcasts that are showing up. Matter of fact, Snow Job podcast, because they've done so well. They teamed up with Storm Equipment, and now they're producing StormChasers, which is going to be a 6-part episode. ECF is one of the episodes, but you have, 6-part episodes of documentary style. Like, this is something that's going to be exciting. More media. What can we do to get more media out there? So if I can demonstrate the different avenues of media that we use, so show you how we're doing it so that you can do it, that would be phenomenal. So with that, another project that I'm going to be working on is a podcast. I'm going to be launching a podcast. And the podcast is called I Am the Storm. That's the name of the podcast. Now that's not I'm not the storm. The podcast is about you, those in the industry. So this is going to be like Diary of a CEO meets snow removal or landscaping. But mostly snow removal, because everybody in construction and landscaping ends up working in snow removal during these times. And I really feel, and I've seen that, pressure creates character, creates a diamond, and there's nothing more pressure filled than battling a storm. And so you really get to see the essence of who people are and their leadership ability, and really to be able to tackle any challenges. And so what better way to be able to capture that essence than while in the storm and share lessons about what it took to get through these different scenarios. And it's going to be phenomenal. And I miss it. I miss being part of the podcast community, and I miss interviewing and learning from others. So that is something I'm really looking forward to. So that's going to be I Am the Storm. So you got the book, Great from Scratch. You got the YouTube channel that we have. We got the LinkedIn Lives. We got the I Am the Storm podcast. And there's going to be many more things. Remember, don't forget to look out for when StormChaser comes out, because they're doing a phenomenal job. It's been filmed by Ghost Dog Media, who have been doing an incredible job, really working with those that are in the industry and capturing the stories that we need to hear. Stories we need to hear, get you to fall in love with those in our industry, because that's what we need, because we need to get more people into our industry. That's the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to get more people into our industry, and let's show them how cool it is, how great the trades are, marketing the trades, and that's kind of like the what we're going to attempt anyways, or that's going to be my mission to try to be a part of that and try to do that. So that's part of what I'm going to be working on. And so those are just a few things. I want to provide you with some value in this particular part, and really I've noticed that if I could tell you anything is I'm also on Instagram, so Joshua the Creative on Instagram. And you're going to see more like ECF live look-ins there. So different, every platform is going to be different, right? You got my writing on LinkedIn. You're going to have the LinkedIn Live on YouTube. You're going to have more different. You're going to have more training, tutorial, insight, production videos. And then you're going to have on Instagram live look-ins. You're going to have more visual aspects. But I really would like to see more snow removal stuff on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn really is the best platform that you can be on right now. And if you want to grow and scale and build really great relationships, but not just those industry, but those that are outside the industry, really, you're looking at property managers and how do you connect with them, as well as people that you want to bring into your team. So that is something that you're going to want. So I like to see, I see a lot of great visuals, and I see a lot of great content on Instagram. So let's get that over here and start showcasing, because remember, those that are on LinkedIn are those that are looking for work, or maybe they're at work and they're on LinkedIn and they see what you're doing here. And I've always said that all the best workers already have jobs. So really, we're not hiring, we're always recruiting. And so bring your stuff over. It's really nice. I really like to see more media, because like I said, if we get more eyes on the industry, it's going to help us. It's going to help us all together. Another thing is too, with the LinkedIn Lives, is the biggest reason why I'm doing it as well is that, with AI in the picture now, you can really just go to ChatGPT or Claude or any of the other, and you can just put it in, right? You can just go and you can put that in, and you can create a, I'm just checking on, you can create all these different elements and these great posts. You can find a really great post, and you can apply it to what you're doing as well. But the big thing is that, I don't know if there you go. All right, all these people. All right, you got all these people on there. It's not even showing up on my thing. So I got some stuff that I got to work on. Let's see here. And all these people checking. Just awesome. All right. Thank you. So just really quick, if you're still here, thank you, Evan, for showing up. Steve, my man, Greg. Well, we got to get together, Greg. Big time. We got to get together. Marshall. Oh, thank you so much, Brandon. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. It was supposed to show up on my thing, so I'm still working on that as well, trying to figure out some of these technologies, and I can share some of that with you. But as I was saying, is with AI coming out, we this is our opportunity to be authentic, right? I can write stuff, I can take a template and I can make it, but I can really be authentic and talk to you real time and take the insights that I have and really share that, and that's really what's going to differentiate yourself from others, is being more visual, using the video, like with me now talking to you, using the video elements, and just talk to the people, talk to the camera, talk to the person, because that's ultimately what's going to create. Because you could create all of these, you could create 30 days of posts in 10 seconds. Do it, you click it, and it's coming out. But here's the problem with that. Can you teach what it just gave you? Can you teach? So when you meet somebody and they go, oh, I really like that post, can you explain more about that? Well, you can't, because you didn't think of it, AI did. So I use AI for many different things. I've been involved with AI since 2017. I'm part of 3 mastermind groups. But there's very specific things that we use AI for automation, for scheduling, different things. Brainstorming is fine. Analyzing data is phenomenal. Analyzing data, knowing what works, is truly a great part of using AI. But just be you. Be you. Get out there. Let people know who you are. Tell your story, and that's really part of what I'm doing right now. So that's also something that I'm trying to do at this moment. And once again, I appreciate everybody that's on. This is also, like I said, going to be on the YouTube channel as well. I have about 10 videos that are currently filmed already and will be uploading to YouTube over time, as well as the other project. But the big thing is, with ECF, they're going to see a lot more coming. And if I can be a conduit to that, if I can assist in any way to help share with what I've been so privileged to be a part of, because I've only been in for 5 years. Most of you have been in for way longer than I have. So to be able to meet you and to learn from you has been truly grateful for that. And so I look forward to having more conversations with you. And this is just, like I said, just to jump on. Those are the things that are happening that you have to look forward to. And reach out to me on LinkedIn. Get to me in the messages, because that's really where the DMs is where it happens, right? You post something, and then the comments is where we need to be. We need to be in the comments. If the post is the show, the comments is the after party, and then the DM is, well, it's the DM. It's messaging. It's getting us to kind of conversations after the fact. So let's keep this relationship rolling. Let's keep on showing our people. Let's keep showing the front line. Let's keep attracting more people to our industry. Let's use the power of branding and positioning and marketing to be able to amplify our message, to amplify the culture and the things that we want to get out there to the industry, to the world, the things that we want to change. And I'd like to leave you with this. It's just don't create media to make more money. Create the media to show off your people. And if you do that, the ROI is endless, and they will appreciate it as well. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a great day. Keep hitting me up on the comments. If you watch this at a later date, please leave a comment. Head over to the YouTube channel as well. Get ready for what East Coast Facilities has in store, because it's amazing. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.